Have you ever fallen in love with someone twice? I was 9 when I first fell in love with my dad. He taught me to ride a bike, knew every constellation, made Saturday morning pancakes shaped like dinosaurs. When I turned 12, Dad's construction company went under. He started drinking. First beer at dinner, then whiskey during creditor calls. He missed my 8th grade graduation because he was passed out in his truck. Forgot my 14th birthday completely. Started showing up to school events drunk. By 16, I hated him. Stopped bringing friends over. Changed his contact from Daddy to Marcus. The hero worship died under years of broken promises. At 18, I escaped to college 3 states away, kept contact minimal, holiday texts, brief birthday calls, built a life where his chaos couldn't reach me, got engaged, started a career, bought a house. For 10 years, I avoided going home. Mom would guilt trip me about visiting, but I always had excuses. Too busy, too far, too something to deal with him. Mom called me crying last Christmas. He's gotten worse, won't answer his door for days. Neighbors found him passed out in the yard twice this month. I hung up. I'd heard this story before. In February, she called again. He lost his apartment, living in his truck now. Someone broke his windshield while he was sleeping. I told her I couldn't fix him anymore. March brought another call. He's in jail. Public intoxication. 3rd time this year. I didn't even call him back. April. He tried to come to my house last night, banging on the door at 3 a.m. begging for money. I had to call the police. Each call made me angrier. This was the man who'd taught me to be strong, responsible, reliable. Look what he'd become. In May, something changed. Mom's voice was different, scared. He hasn't called in 2 weeks. That's not like him, even at his worst. She'd driven to all his usual spots. The dive bars downtown, the park where he sometimes slept, the shelter on Birch Street. Nobody had seen him. I filed a missing person report, she said. The police aren't taking it seriously. They said men like him disappear all the time. Men like him, like he was already dead to them. I told myself I didn't care. He'd made his choices, but something gnawed at me. For 3 days, I couldn't concentrate at work. Kept checking my phone for updates that never came. On Thursday, Mom called sobbing. They found him. My heart stopped. He's alive, but barely. Someone called an ambulance when they found him collapsed behind a gas station. He's been there for days. I was in my car before she finished talking. The drive to the hospital felt endless. 10 years of anger warring with something deeper I couldn't name. I walked into that room expecting to find the broken man I'd been avoiding. Instead, I found someone I barely recognized. Skeletal, yellow skin, hands shaking even unconscious. When Marcus opened his eyes and saw me, he started crying. I thought you wouldn't come. I almost didn't. He nodded like he deserved that honesty. I lost the right to expect anything from you years ago. Then he told me things I'd never known. His own father had been an alcoholic who abandoned them when Marcus was 15. The panic attacks that started after his business failed. How alcohol became the only thing that silenced the voice telling him he was worthless. I tried to quit 17 times, he whispered, showing me a worn notebook. Never lasted long enough. He'd written me letters every birthday for 10 years but never sent them. Had driven to my college graduation and sat in the parking lot, too ashamed to come inside. I wanted to be the dad you deserved, he said. Instead, I became the cautionary tale. The machine started beeping frantically. His breathing slowed. Watching you build a life without me, he whispered, was the most beautiful thing I ever witnessed. In that moment, I fell in love with him all over again. Not the perfect father from childhood, but this broken, honest man who'd fought demons bigger than himself.